After the death of Pope Francis, a conclave will take place to determine the next pope, but the timeline of when isn't exact. For the past 12 years, the pontiff has led the Catholic Church with a degree of humility and warmth, taking steps to welcome previously outcast communities. Sadly, on the morning of April 21, 2025, Pope Francis died at the age of 88 after suffering from heart failure and a stroke. As such, a new male will step into the role as head of the Catholic Church. No, based on church rules, females can't be popes. The next step in appointing a new leader after the pope dies is a conclave, a secretive election process that gained attention because of the 2024 Oscar-winning movie Conclave. This will bring together all Catholic cardinals under the age of 80. However, the conclave doesn't take place immediately after the death. A short waiting period takes place between the death of one pope and the conclave to appoint another one. The conclave usually begins a few weeks after the pope's death. Conclaves aren't immediately after the pope's death to allow for the period of mourning. Ralph finds looking over his shoulder in conclave image via focus features. While there isn't an exact amount of time between the pope's death and the conclave, it's usually around 15 to 20 days. This time includes a 9-day mourning period, during which funeral rites are performed. Between the 4th and 6th day, the burial takes place. According to Pope Francis' memoir, Hope, the autobiography, the late pontiff didn't want the traditional papal funeral because he found it excessive. He wrote. Additionally, he will be buried in the Basilica of Santa Maria Maggiore instead of St. Peter's crypt, which is a major divergence from tradition. However, it reflects the humility that he showed throughout his entire papacy. General congregations also take place between the death of the pope and the start of a conclave, a series of events that the movie Conclave left out. During these meetings, the College of Cardinals gets together and discusses the most important issues for the Catholic Church. They also set dates like the funeral of the Pope and the start of the conclave. According to ABC News, the general congregations following Pope Francis' death will take place in Synod Hall in Vatican City starting Tuesday, April the 22nd. How long does the conclave last in real life? The conclave lasts as long as it takes to elect a new pope. Once the conclave starts, the events of the 2024 movie Conclave are fairly accurate to real life. The College of Cardinals gets sequestered and has no communication with the outside world until a new pope is elected. The conclave lasts as long as it takes for the cardinal electors to choose a new pope with a 2/3 supermajority. Votes take place upwards of 4 times a day, except on the first day, which allows only one vote. The longest conclave in history lasted 3 years. However, according to NPR, all conclaves since 1831 have lasted less than 5 days, and all of them since the 1900s have lasted less than 4. In the case of Pope Francis, it only took a single day. In the 2025 papal election, the College of Cardinals has deemed 22 of the 252 members papabili, or the individuals most likely to be the next pope. Half of the nominees were appointed cardinals by the late Pope Francis. 135 cardinals are eligible to vote. As in the movie Conclave, the public will be notified of the results of each election through smoke. White indicates a new pope has been elected, while black means they need another vote.